Spirit now has a new pathway to communicate with me because I have a different understanding of something. Like, I've gained knowledge. Okay, so for this week, I'm gonna give you guys a tea tip. If you're drinking tea medicinally, first look at my nails. I got sunflowers on my nails. I don't know if you can see it. The lighting ain't that great. But if you're drinking tea medicinally, most of us do not steep our tea long enough unless we just have those like fake tea bags because we just leave it in there. But if you make a cup of tea, you steep it for 5 to 10 minutes, I promise you, you can do another steep with it. So that's your tea tip. I made me a tea this morning of oat straw nettle, peppermint, and linden. And I only got to steep it for about 10-15 minutes. So I came home this evening and I steeped me another cup. And that's what I'm drinking right now. Deeply nourishing. I'm on my cycle, so I am exhausted naturally. So I love using nettle and oat straw when I'm on my cycle. And peppermint helps with easing the stomach and the gut for me. And the linden, that one I just felt called to, so I just added it. So I'm doing a lot with my hands. I'm gonna do an African Goddess Rising card because we didn't talk about officially being into the summer. I don't think we talked about that. We didn't talk about camp last week. I did a tech and wellness camp, bridging the gap between this engineering background and this herbalism thing. And yeah, it went really well. And I am feeling very inspired. I've got some other ideas I'm working on that I feel very inspired about. And so maybe that's what I'm going to pull about, like the inspiration that I feel right now that maybe somebody else is feeling. I'm going to do some oracle card for that. And this is like going to be our check-in. Ooh. Oh, guess what we got? Rage, Medusa. So this pretty much is about sacred rage, like the type of rage that makes people like run for office or start a whole new career or create an organization or a business that like solves a problem. A lot of time we are taught to suppress our anger, our frustration, our rage, but rage can be sacred when we channel it towards our creativity, our purpose, like the things that we were brought here to do, to witness, and then to shift into or to shift to be a part of because of that rage. And so definitely resonates for me. Mine is always about like resources. I feel like so many of us are under-resourced, or so many of us don't know how to use our resources. And so for me, like herbalism is a really big resource that I feel like more people should experience or learn about or know about, or, you know, like we just don't have access to those things. And the ones that we do, the information isn't necessarily correct. And so that's what I love about taking this clinical herbalism program is that now, like, I'm filling in some of the gaps I had, even in the knowledge I had. So it's like a continuous process. I'm allowing, even when I think about like God and your relationship with spirit, I am allowing a different level of communication when I learn something new. When I try something new, like spirit now has a new pathway to communicate with me because I have a different understanding of something. Like I've gained knowledge. And so it's like, oh, well, now we can talk about this thing since you learned about that. And I think that's what's so beautiful about Sacred Rage is that when we become so frustrated about a thing, we have to go then and get resources. We have to go then and get more information. And when we get more information, when we get more resources, something has to change because we now are more equipped with more tools to do the job, to do the thing, to move through the emotions and the feelings. So yeah, that's what I think about when I see that. Anything else I wanted to share? I feel like I didn't complete something, but I'm just gonna stop there.